Hey, it's me, Tiffany. Welcome to my channel where I share all things pregnancy, postpartum, and motherhood related. I am a certified birth and postpartum doula, so that means I support women and their families on their journey from conception to postpartum. If you haven't had a chance yet, please check out my website at www.nurturebytiff.com, where you can check out my doula services that I offer. You can check out my childbirth education courses, and you can also check out my merch. So this story I've been following for about a week now, and I'm completely disturbed. I'm saddened by it. This is a 13-year-old boy who is being accused of shooting at a police officer down in Florida. So I'm going to let you watch this clip and come back, and I'm going to share my thoughts on it.
The video of what they say shows a 13-year-old shooting at an officer. Bob Hazen is in studio now. And Bob, the Polk County Sheriff's Office says there also will be releasing body cameras sometime today.
Yeah, that should happen later on today. He says the officer who shot that teen acted like a hero, firing back, even though he'd already been shot himself. And the surveillance video, they say, shows the suspect firing that shot. You can see it right here. The teen comes around the corner of an apartment building, and there's a flash from his gun. Then he runs off. Police in Lakeland say that person's a 13-year-old boy who was in a car that was believed to be involved in a drive-by shooting earlier at Simpson Park. They say 3 people jumped out of that car, and Officer Jamie Smith chased after one that he believed had a gun. They say that is the teen who shot Smith. He was hit in the foot but kept on chasing him and shot the boy when he caught up with him. The Polk County Sheriff told us overnight they are asking the state attorney to prosecute that teenager as an adult.
He may be 13 years chronologically, but he's a hardened criminal willing to shoot it out with cops, and we're going to do our very best to send him to prison for a very long time.
And the sheriff says the teen had also been arrested back in January for breaking into a car and stealing a gun, but was given probation in that case. Investigators say they arrested at least 2 of the 3 people who jumped from that car. One is said to be an adult. The officer who was shot is expected to be okay.
So that was the story, okay? Where are our fathers? Where are they? Because these children, especially these young boys, are ridiculously out of control. Where are the father figures? Where are the responsible mothers? Because there's no way that this 13-year-old boy will be behaving this way if he had some type of positivity in his life, if he had some type of discipline in his life, if he had some type of role model. I'm seeing more and more, like I watch interrogations and, you know, different things like that in different videos where you have these young men who are put in situations where they shouldn't be. You have young boys, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, who are put in positions to be out in the streets, to take care of home, to, you know, do things that they really should not be doing. My father was not in the picture growing up. However, I was surrounded by positive males, okay? I had my uncles. I had my stepfather. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to see what a strong, masculine, providing, caring man was. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of kids these days don't have that, and they're forced to live lives, grow up fast, not really be able to be children, get taken advantage of. They're not being cared for. They're not being shown love. That's not fair to them. They didn't ask to be here. So for those of y'all who are constantly laying down with people and just procreating and having babies with people, not knowing this person, I get the fact that relationships don't work out. However, you see well in advance, I want to say 85% of the time, maybe 80% of the time, because sometimes people do flip. People are good at playing a role and then they change after the fact. But 9 times out of 10, when you are with somebody you're not getting to really know this person. You're laying down with this person, you having babies with this person, and you knew in the beginning that he wasn't nothing. You knew he wasn't gonna be there for his child in the beginning. You knew that. Don't stunt and say that you didn't, because there are always signs. I'm sorry, there are always signs. You always know if a person is about what they say they're gonna be about. A lot of y'all not even together yourselves. You know what I'm saying? To be having children. I'm just tired of turning on the news, watching these videos, and you have these young men out here with no guidance. None whatsoever. You have women out here, young girls don't have any guidance either, but I'm not talking about them right now. I'm talking about the young boys. Where are the men? Where are the fathers? Where are the uncles, the big cousins that really care? You know what I'm saying? What is going to become of our next generation? What is going to become of it? If you have children out here as young as this out here shooting at police and doing all this crazy stuff, and to my understanding, this little boy 13 had a long rap sheet already at 13. I think he was already on some type of probation or parole. I really don't know the difference between the two, but he already had, you know, prior issues at 13. At 13, I think I was still playing with Barbies at 13. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I've never had any type of thoughts to be doing any. I know that sometimes you can be the best parent that you can be, and sometimes your children are still going to do what they do. I get that, but for the most part, that's not always the case. Okay, these kids are out of control, and their parents need to be held accountable. I'm sorry, change has got to come, because if it doesn't, the rate we're going, ain't gonna be no boys left, ain't gonna be no men left. They all gonna be in prison, they all gonna be dead. I'm just saying, like, that's what's going on. You know, like, and women, y'all gotta stop. I don't have a son, okay? I have 4 girls. Because I don't really know what I would do if I had a son. I would be terrified to raise a son. I'm terrified to raise girls, but I'd be terrified as a black mother to raise a black son. I would be terrified, because they just have to deal with a lot. You know what I'm saying? And y'all gotta stop leading these young boys down the wrong path. Stop putting responsibilities on them that are not their responsibility. It's not their responsibility to be the man of the house. It's not their responsibility to pay bills. It's not their responsibility to take care of you. They are not your man. They are your son. There is a complete difference. Don't be having these boys out here in the streets doing all kind of crazy stuff. I watched the interrogation today. This mother was gambling, then lost all her money, then went to her son and told her son that she need help, she broke. And her son felt like it was his obligation to take care of his mother to help get her out of that bind. So this man goes and robs and kills somebody, and his mama gonna throw him under the bus. What kind of mom is that? I'm saying, y'all gotta do better, man. This is like freaking irritating. It's frustrating, because like I said, these kids didn't ask to be here. And if you're not going to do your part to raise your child, don't have them. It's so easy. They got Mirena, they got Nexplanon, they got freaking Paragard, they got all kind of birth control, they got freaking Depo, they got everything. Get your tubes dyed, get a hysterectomy, I don't know. But stop having these babies and putting them out here with no guidance and not even giving them a chance to live, to be anything, to grow up and to prosper. Stop doing that to them. Give them a fair chance. Give them a fair chance. They already have enough to deal with in the world today outside of their home. Why not inside make their homes as loving as you possibly can? I don't care about none of that, how you came up. You can make a difference. You know, if you had a bad childhood or your childhood wasn't what you wanted it to be, why would you want your children to go through the same thing? You have the power to be different and to do different, so do it. Now this little boy was already part of the system. He's going to probably continue to be part of the system. And I mean, you know, it's sad. It's sad. This world is crazy. But I do feel like these parents need to be held accountable, because at the end of the day, your child is your responsibility, period. But I just wanted to get on here because that They did it for me. I just, 13. Why are you not in the house? Why are you not in the house? You outside with guns, shooting at people, shooting at the police. At 13. I'm just hoping that in time we can figure out a way to make some positive changes for our children, because if we don't, I don't know what this world is gonna turn into. But I thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you on the next one.